what is a brain, and where do brains come from? Like, when did a brain develop on this world in evolution, and why? Why did it evolve? It evolved for a reason.
I'm thinking about the seaweed. It doesn't need a brain, right? It goes with the flow.
Yeah, because if you're a plant and you're in the ocean and you're not moving, you don't really need a brain, right? But as soon as you start to move, there's a choice to be made. Do I move that way or this way? The fact that a living thing moved and had to move with a purpose is what created the necessity for a brain. And so brains developed as a byproduct of movement. We have a metronome-like device in our brain. It's called a thalamus. This is where all sensory input comes into, and then it's fed into the different areas of the brain. So sound comes through one channel, vision comes through another channel, smell, movement, gravity, all of that's coming in, and they go to different areas of the brain. And so the question was, how does that all come together? But it has to be bound in time. Time is the glue that binds all of these areas of the brain together. You have to slow down one side, bring up the other. You have to bring them together. But also, when you're bringing your hands together, if you want to bring them in the middle, and I have different tone on one side than the other, to get in the middle, I have to move one hand faster and one hand slower to meet in the middle. Yeah.
Interactive metronome. There's, every time that beat comes around, there is a feedback mechanism that says you're doing good or you're not doing so good, right? But it has a consequence. You're ahead or you're behind, and are you getting better? Are you getting reward sounds? Those kinds of things. And it completely follows that model.
Sure, it's multi-sensory. You're engaging multiple parts of the brain because it's visual, it's auditory, it's movement, it's tactile, and there's feedback. And so you can modify your behavior, which is what we do and what we use your tool to do.
Yeah,
so that's really the foundation of everything that we do in the brain, everything that we think of. It all comes down to that coordination and timing.